Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to today's Esoteric Influences for the 23rd day of July, 2020. Well, I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. I have not checked in to see how the protests went last night. I saw a little bit of news. But it was a repeat of Brian Williams's news from 8 o'clock, so they were showing it again at 11. And so I saw a little bit of stuff, but I came in at the tail end, so I don't know if it was video from last night or because I think one of the things was from Monday. So I don't know. I wasn't able to look and see. So I hope everybody stayed safe and everybody's okay. And you made your point with these goons, and hopefully they're going to leave very, very soon. And I guess they're going to be coming to a city near you after all. And that's just going to be fascinating, isn't it? You know, that this is what this country has turned into at the hands of this fool in the White House. So in any event, today's a 5 energy. It's a 7, a 5, and a 22 are the numbers we're looking at. Changes experienced today could be quite profound, particularly given the cosmic builder influence, the 22 for the year. So whether asserting your constitutional right to protest today, or if you're just simply going to the grocery store, be certain that all measures are taken so that all concerned are protected and safe, no matter what it is that you're doing. And kudos to the dads for being out there as well. I'm sure that they were out there last night. This is awful to do this to Portland. We just protest. It's what we do, you know. And I don't know what's with the Portland police. I don't know what's with all those people. I just don't even know. I don't even know. I don't live there anymore. I live 150 miles away in the center of the state. But, I lived down there. I attended Portland State. I graduated from there. To see this happen to that place, to Portland, oh my God, this is awful. Anyway, today's rune, it's just awful, If we were living there, we would be down there. It's that simple. Here we have Kenaz today. It's the fire element rune. It means the torch or the light of spirit, illumination, clarity, revelation, healing, well-being, love, intuition, transformation, creativity, awakening. So it's a great rune, to have right now, especially when we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on and what the truth of things are. To have Kenaz, to invoke Kenaz today, means that you're drawing higher self into all of it. And that's really what you want to do here. So we're going to manifest the light of source presence, allowing it to illuminate your path and heal your mind, body, and spirit. Pay attention to intuition and be transformed by the awareness that it brings. We have to, at this juncture, understand that we are souls inhabiting a body. We need to proceed from that type of spirit awareness and leave ego out of it. We just need to say to ego, look, you're just going to have to sit down, watch, and pay attention. This is how it's done. Seriously, we cannot allow ego to take over this experience. It's true that the federal government is, because that's all that is. It's just a thug experience, and that's ego. It's some guy who wants to stay in power, so he's going to turn a militia on the country to do it. That's the truth of this. So know that, and come November, if it's not resolved before that, yeah, you better help resolve it then, because this can't continue, and it will. Okay, it will, as well as the fleecing of the country. See, it's not magnanimous that he's not taking a paycheck. Not when he's billing everybody, the taxpayers, for all the money that he's billing them for, as well as the supporters, because it's not just that. He views those donations as his own, belong to him, to do with as he pleases, to live on, whatever. He thinks it's his. So, yeah, the reports are coming out like crazy all over the place now. There's a big, long list, of payments just over a 2-day period. Oh, my Lord. We're being fleeced, folks. That's what this is. The moon's in Virgo today. Routine is favored, as is an attention to detail. Again, not just the details of your life, but the details that are affecting your life as well. Very, very important. Emotions may be felt within the body today, so it takes time to align your mind, body, and spirit if inner balance is lost. Stress is really tough on someone who is a Virgo, if that's your natal sign. You get a double whammy with the moon in Virgo right now. It tends to manifest in the body with Virgos, and so maybe they overeat or they stress eat or something like that. Not overeat, but stress eat, and then they turn to junk food and all of that. Well, you can't do that. Today that's really going to mess with your system. So try to, if you're going to stress eat at all, make sure it's something healthy so that at least you're not compromising that aspect of things for you. But especially if inner balance is lost today. So a quincunx or conjunct between the moon and Chiron, which is also in retrograde, suggests some of the emotions you might be experiencing may be from childhood woundings or past life woundings that are coming up now to deal with. Use this retrograde period to challenge whatever's holding you back. Whether it's emotion or perception surrounding all of it. Get out beyond it. Again, allow spirit to transmute ego. Don't focus on ego and say, okay, I'm going to work my way to spirit. No, be the spirit, be the soul that you are. Respond from that level, that higher frequency, from that higher awareness, and see the bigger picture of what's going on here. Understand what's at stake. Understand whether it's something you're going through personally today or whether this is the collective experience that we're all having. There's massive nonsense that's being imposed on this country just in service to keep someone who shouldn't be there 4 more years. I mean, did you ever think we'd be here? Seriously, did you ever think we'd be here? And yet here we are. Human design stuff today, when confronting obstacles today, restraint balanced with an organized and direct response may be required, but it's the restraint part that's probably the soul aspect coming in and saying, okay, we're going to organize, we're going to set our direction, but we need to do it in the right way, okay? Especially here, because understand that any chaos experience today is other imposed due to ineffective leadership, and you would be wise to avoid an approach that alienates others. In other words, don't get on the same bandwagon with the people that don't know what they're doing and are causing such grief and turmoil and physical harm to people, especially now that they're going to branch out and go to other cities. You're going to be seeing this. People will be disappeared off the street. We can't have that, right? So the states are getting ready. The cities in question are getting ready. One is preparing to arrest the federal guys. They're just going to stand there, and when they do something, they're going to arrest them. That's what they say they're going to do. They have every right to do that. They didn't invite these people in. They didn't ask for any assistance. And for them to maraud about our country, they cannot do that. So even if you're in an area where protests are not happening, you're still going to have to be very, very watchful when you're out and about to make sure you don't get caught up in something. We don't know what this is going to look like. Will it just stay confined to cities where protests are happening? Or will it be more? And we don't know that. So we're just all going to have to be very mindful, very watchful going forward. Take every safety precaution you can. Don't get caught up in your own headspace, particularly if you live in the cities where this is happening. So just be aware. And I don't know. I don't know what we do at this point. This is such a disturbing thing that's going on in this country. It almost overshadows everything else, except for the fact that it's an extension of all that other stuff. This is what happens when you have a dictator-like individual who wants to stay there. They go after the press. They try to tell everybody the press is the enemy. They go after states that aren't on their political party. But why do this with a pandemic? Why do what they're doing there? People don't have, he says, oh, the governors don't need anything. And then you'll have a governor pop up. Well, wait a minute, I put in a request for this stuff. I'm not getting it. The PPE supplies, they don't have enough. And now that they want to harm our children by sending them back to school, taking away funding from states if they don't go. What about personal choice in this country? Where's that gone? Just because he wants to stay in office? It's going to, the United States of America is going to be the thug United States of America? What is this? This isn't who we are. Why is he doing this? Why would he not protect us during a pandemic? Why would he seek to let it wash over the country and ruin the healthcare system? There's not going to be enough beds. Not going to be enough ICU units. Not going to be enough ventilators. We already know this. But now he wants to harm our children? Really? We're going to let him? I don't think so. No, the wall of moms? No, it's not just in Portland. It's going to expand across this country, and moms aren't going to put up with this. So we'll see what happens going forward. But be very, very careful today to have whatever you do be based on spirit informing the whole thing. Keep ego out of it. Do not engage with these goons. Do not engage with these thugs. Give them no reason, because they don't seem to need one. They seem to think that they can just go get you whether you've done anything or not. Because, oh, you were standing next to somebody else, and so we're going to take you. What law gives them that? They can't do that. And yet, here we are. So because of that uncertainty, please, please, please be very, very careful today, especially if you're out there protesting. We need your voice. We need you to be in one piece. We need you to be safe. We need you to be protected. And we need the Portland Police Department to come out and do that. To stand on the side of the protesters, on the side of the city. Go stand in front of the wall of moms and face off against the goons. Oh. We pay your salaries. You work for us. How about doing that? So, anyway, that's enough. This is just terribly upsetting, and I'm so sorry about that. You know, that none of us should ever be dealing with anything like this in this country, much less the issues with Black Lives Matter. Of course Black Lives Matter. Why do the police not know that? Of all people, should know that, and should never harm anyone, much less people of color. Why are they doing this? What's going on here? This cannot be the country we live in. This is a Pinochet state, a Mussolini state. This is the kind of country now that mirrors that instead of democracy and the rule of law. That's who we really are, not this other nonsense. Just so somebody who's conning everybody can stay in office? Please, we need to grow up. We really do. Anyway, we'll talk again tomorrow. Have a good day. Be good to yourself. Be good to one another. Wear a mask if you go out. Stay as safe as you can. Keep everyone else safe as well. And blessed be.